Hello, Great River School community. I'm here with a bedtime story after this wonderful Blue Heron Bash day. May the weather have treated you fine. I am going to be reading a bedtime story from this book of Siberian folk tales. One of the coldest places on earth. I thought this might give us some solace on a spring day as we look at the seasons changing. This story is called Who is Strongest? There once was a child who was mighty curious about all they saw. Wise and what for, as people called them. They were forever pestering the elders with questions. Why do deer grow on their trees on their heads? Why does smoke fall in the sky and melt? What makes snowflakes fly? And so on and so on and so on. One time, wise and what for's child went to their father and said, "Father, who is strongest?" "Oh, go to the stream and ask, my child," said the father. So the child left the father's tent, descended to the stream, and found it covered in ice. Stepping across it, the child slipped and fell on their back. Sore and bruised, they cried, "Ice, why did you knock me over? You must be very strong." The ice rasped back in a loud voice, "So I am, if I can toss you about like a dandelion fluff." But the child had not gained their nickname for nothing. They persisted, "You are certainly strong, but why are you afraid of the sun, Ice? When spring comes, the sun melts you to water." Ice's face froze hard, and they confessed the sun was stronger. The child looked up at the sun and said, "Are you strongest, sun?" "I must be strong," said the sun with a wink, "if I can vanquish the ice." Yet the child was not satisfied. "If you are strongest, sun, why can even a tiny cloud blot you out?" Oh, the sun scowled. "Because clouds are much stronger than I," the sun admitted. Next, the child addressed a cloud. "Cloud, are you strongest?" "So it would seem, even if the sun fears me," said the cloud. "Then why do you flee through the sky before the wind?" said the inquisitive child. A frown darkened the cloud, and they called back, "That's because the wind must be stronger than me." So the boy talked to the wind. "Wind, are you strongest?" "If you please," said the wind, "since I can scatter the clouds to the four winds." "But if you are so strong," said the child, "why can you not move mountains?" "Because," the wind rumbled, "the mountains are stronger than me." On ran the child, all the way to the mountains. "Hello, tall mountains," they called. "If the wind cannot shift you, you must be very strong." "So we are," roared the mountains. All the same, they had to admit, they could not stop trees growing on their slopes, and the trees, therefore, were stronger. Turning to the trees, the boy asked a question. "Yes, we are certainly strong if mountains cannot uproot us," said the trees. "Then why do you fall when the beaver chops you down?" the boy said. A great murmur spread through the trees, and they sighed, "Do you not know the answer by now? Indeed, the beavers must be stronger than we." So the child went down to the swamp, looked for the beaver. "Beaver," they said, "are you the strongest?" The beaver was scratching their nose, all of the flies around them. Beaver said, "The flies are much stronger than we." And the child went home satisfied. Now they knew there was none stronger than the mosquitoes and the flies. Let that be a lesson for us, and may you have a good night sleeping, sound and thankful that there are no mosquitoes to bite you this evening. Thank you for being part of the Blue Heron Bash, and good night to one and all.